Greetings, Scorosaurus here, showing you the AC Infinity. This is a model that I got specifically for this application. This is not necessarily how it is intended to be used, but this is what I bought it for, and it seems to work really well. So the whole purpose of this is to air out my solar shed. So I've got this shed here, you know, has all the stuff you'd kind of expect to see, and a lot of times these doors are going to be closed. It could cook in here. I wanted it to air out the shed so there's less stale air and that the temperature is a little bit better for some of my, big expensive solar generators. So this thing I have hooked into that same solar generator. It actually has such little pull that it doesn't think anything's being pulled at all. That's pretty impressive. So it's essentially a fan that has such low draw that, it's negligible. It gives you different kinds of controls as far as, do you want it to turn on at a certain temperature? I have it to turn on anytime the temperature here is over 78 degrees. And then you can set the same thing for humidity, other stuff like that. You can turn these fans around by unscrewing it and, making it, instead of an outblowing fan, you can make it an in-blowing. That's not something I needed. That's not something I really toyed with. Another thing is it is intended, of course, to be used in crawl spaces and attics and things like that. This is a very untraditional use of it, but I think it works great here. I actually have it not even mounted in any particular way, just kind of stuck in this 16-inch window gap, and it's doing its job. It's doing well. It's not a perfect system. It does work very well for what it is. I do think it's a little bit expensive for the purposes that I use it for here, but I bought it. I'm happy with it, so I think that you might enjoy that too.
Runs both humidity and temperature, so that way it'll kick on in both scenarios. I ran an extension cord up from the corner and then zip tied it all together. There is a sensor, that's this black cord, and the sensor goes all the way back there and reads the temperature and humidity in the back part of the storage room. That way, when everything is closed, it will completely work automated. And that's it.
it is bringing air in. I bought it as an exhaust fan, but I thought it was plug and play, but no.